hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, with a hallowed Lombardi trophy in the building, it's a battle to raise it at midfield between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Buffalo Bills. A very unique opportunity coming our way tonight. Hi everyone, Kate Scott, Brock Heward up here in the booth, and we are guaranteed to see a first-time Super Bowl champion in just a few hours. Only a handful of teams have failed to win it just yet, and two of them are hoping to change that tonight.
And normally, Kate, that'd be an advantage, right? A team so hungry for that first title, facing someone who's done it before without the circumstance, and you can just feel it. You can feel it from this fan base on both sides. These players, they want it so badly to do something never done before.
A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. And this drive will start inside the 25. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product Justin Herbert.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles. That we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness. But I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. They strike for 23 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
That one's complete. Amarion Hampton. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves. And you got to be ready for that check down at all times.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Herbert from the gun. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now Herbert again. And the Bills get to him. He's brought down. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. So now the Bills will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They're led out by one of the faces of this sport, Brock, a one-of-one quarterback who graduated from humble beginnings at Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles. That we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness. But I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long. I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
It only took them one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. Going to the ground, Cook is hit, and he fumbles it. But it looked like a member of the Bills was able to get to that one, so possession remains with them. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
At the 41-yard line.
So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from Santa Clara coming up. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's complete to Coleman on the slant. Ooh, and the stop made awfully close to the marker and to midfield. It's going to be 3rd and short now from the 49.
It's a gain of 7.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. Darius Davis returning for the Chargers. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. So the LA offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. And 2:01 on the clock. This is going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
On 3rd down, Herbert. That one's nabbed by Allen. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
1st down, Chargers.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Play action now for Herbert. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. Got in by Gadsden. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
A first chance inside the red zone for the Chargers. They've got 1st and 10 from the 20. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. That's complete to Johnston, outright. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Herbert to throw once more. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle. Dicker connects there. And they are able to get their first 3 points of this game.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here's Ray Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Buffalo offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And with exactly 1 minute left to go, they've got some time, but they've got to work fairly quick. The offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. They're secured by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. Allen now on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Running back sent in motion. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Going right back to Kincaid, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So 1st down from the 41. Allen setting up play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. The Bills sending out Matt Prater now. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. Prater puts it through. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Throwing here just before halftime. He lobs this up left sideline, looking for something big. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the third quarter. Enough waiting, let's crown a champion, shall we? The second half of the Super Bowl is underway. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now here's the Bills offense. They've got it first to begin the third. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
We've set it downs from 37. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Another one for Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Throwing from the gun here. That's caught for the first. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
On first down, Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. He dodged the tackle. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
James Cook.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's stopped, so that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd. Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. Just a field goal aside so far as we enter the final quarter of play. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Allen looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
3rd and just 2 to go. Looking to throw. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock, but it does force a 4th down. Matt Prater on now as we see how he handles this moment. Already has 1 in this game, this from 30. That one is good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
Now Prater on to send it away.
Set to kick off.
On the return, here comes Davis. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. He'll look to throw it. Into the hands of Gaston. Complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here he is to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It's 3rd down and 4 yards to go.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throwing now. Into the hands of Gaston. And this is scooped up by the Bills. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at it, go push that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. They run out still in possession of a 3-point lead thanks to the efforts of their defense, Brock, and now a chance to run out this clock.
And you do not want to put your defense back on the field in a tough position and needing another stand to end it. You take control of it. You make sure that defense is rested and celebrating, and hopefully you can pull out that victory formation.
LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
At the 33-yard
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. They'll run it with Cook. call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's third down. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Setting up for the kneel down on third. It's a designated keeper for Allen. The Bills with a punt team out there. It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. Taken at the 2. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. And it's time to get out the tables, partner. In their 5th appearance, the Buffalo Bills have finally claimed their first Super Bowl title. You think of all the seasons this franchise has gone through, Brock, the great teams they had that came up just a little bit short, the rebuilds that ushered in new, hopeful eras, all of those have led to this moment when they were finally able to claim their first Super Bowl title.
And you know what's so amazing about this mountaintop, Kate, is we're looking out on the field and the confetti and all the players and coaches and families, everyone in the building, and yet you and I know there's so many millions in their town that are just going crazy tonight, being a part of something they've never gotten to experience before.
So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Hewitt and myself, that's going to do it on another fantastic NFL season. We cannot wait to catch you all